All right, so we're looking at linear equations into word problems. Okay, so this question says write the linear equations for each of the following statements using x to represent the unknown. So, question A, when 6 is subtracted from a certain number, the result is 15. So remember that 6 is being subtracted from the number. So the certain number, which will be x, comes first. So you're looking at, so let x be the number, x is the unknown number. Write x and then subtract the 6. And then this expression equals 15. So you're going to go x, take 6 equals 15. 3 more, so that's going to be adding 3 plus, 7 times a certain number, so that's going to be multiplying, but remember we don't see the times sign, so it'll just be 7x is 0, so your answer will be 0. So let x be the number. 7 times the number is 7x. 3 more than that is plus 3. So this equals 0. So 3 more than 7 times a number will be 7x plus 3, or you could have 3 plus 7x, it doesn't matter, equals 0. Okay, next one. When 2 is divided by a certain number, so we know it's going to be 2 divided by x, we know that's going to look like a fraction. The answer is 4 more than a number. So we're going to go equals, because we're going to the answer is 4 more, so 4 plus the number, we don't know what it is x. So we go, let x be the number. 2 is divided by a certain number, so we're going to go 2 divided by x. 4 more than a number gives you 4 plus x. Write the equation. Oh, let me move this thing here. Down a little bit more. There you go. So 2x is equal to 4 plus x. 2 divided by x, I mean. Okay. Right. In these last ones, you do not have to work out what the answer is. You just have to write. So make sure you read that on the question. You just have to write out what the equation is. Okay, now we're looking at something else. Simon and Mike have made 254 runs between them in a cricket match. If Mike made 68 more runs than Simon, so we don't know how much Simon made, how many runs did each of them make? Okay, so we start off by saying define the unknown value as a pronumeral. So we're going to say the runs for Simon is R. And you can use whatever you want. Unless it tells you. Write the number of runs scored by Mike in terms of the variable in part A. So we know Simon, how much did they say? Mike. They said Mike made 68 more runs. Okay, so we said, well, we don't know how many Simon made, so we're going to call his R. And Mike made R, whatever Simon did, plus 68. So if we write that equation, we've got R, which is what we don't know, what Simon made. Mike made whatever Simon made plus 68. So we go R plus 68. And we know the total was 254. So now let's simplify that because we've got 2 R's there. So R plus R is 2R plus 68. And then we do this multiplication, take it away from there, tick, 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 tick. And you're working out with 2R is equal to 186 divided by 2. And you get R is 93. So the question said how many runs did each of them make? Now we know that R stood for Simon. So we say Simon made 93, but we know that Mike did 68 more. So we add on 68 and then we know how many Mike made. And then we say, there we go, 93 and 68, they made 161 runs, but we know that Simon made the less ones. No, Simon made 93 and the other dude made 68. Cool. Taxi charges are $3.60 plus $1.38 per kilometer for any trip in Melbourne. If Alina's taxi fare was $38.10, how far did she travel? So what it means is $360. $3.60. When you get in the cab, they charge you $300. They charge you $3.60. Then they charge you $1.38, $1.38, $1.38 every kilometer you go. Now the total of her taxi fare was 38. How far did she travel? So the distance to be found, we're going to find is what we're looking for, and we're going to define the pronumeral. We're going to say x. It costs $1.38 to travel 1 kilometer. So to be able to travel x kilometers, which is like a question mark, we don't know, is 1.38x, because it's been times by however many kilometers, which we don't know. Okay. And the fixed cost was $3.60. So we know that the total cost is equal to $3.60 because you have to pay that as you enter the cab. $1.38 times by however many kilometers we travel, which we don't know. So we're using that as X. Then we know the total cost is 38.10, so we can chuck it in there. So now we've got 360 plus 1.38x is equal to 38.10. So now we can work it out. Solve the equation. We say, okay, we'll take away the 360 from the 38. We're going to divide it by that, and our answer is 5. So that means that Elena's taxi fare was that. How far did she travel? She traveled 5 kilometers, but we need to answer that in words. Elena traveled 5 kilometers, not 25 kilometers. I don't know why I typed that. That is a mistake. Okay, guys, that is all you have to do now, I think. Yes. So let's try this. Think about it.